YouTube was happening. It is Friday, May 23rd. We're going to talk about baseball first. We got 16 games on the slate today, including a doubleheader in Boston. We're going to look at the sheet and see if we can find any value today, but let's go ahead and jump to how we did yesterday. Wasn't the best. Evaldi hit, that was beautiful. Williams hit, that was what we expected. Giolito got pushed to today. We'll be taking the same play today. Everything else didn't do good. And it wasn't me picking wrong, it was them. They didn't do their job because we go based on their averages, and that means they didn't do what they're supposed to do. So it's on them, not me. So hey, whatever. If you want the plays typed out, or if you want access to the spreadsheets, you can do your own research. Go check out the HQ. Simple as that, or not. Don't care. It's up to you. It's just there for you if you want it. So there we go. We have 16 games. This is going to be a long video, so let's jump to the first game. Actually, no. Timeout. We got to jump to weather. See, we do weather every day now. Let me just pop over here and zoom out so we can see it. Weather. There we go. So because I correctly predicted they were not playing the Boston game yesterday, yeah, 100% rain. I think it's pretty good. Today in Boston, much better weather. You can see 8 miles an hour for the day game, the makeup game, I guess you would say. So we have that. Then we have Pittsburgh. Now we jump to the night game. 6:40 is the next game up. Pittsburgh, wind blowing out at 10. A little bit of rain potential, maybe. We'll see. Cincinnati, nothing to worry about, wind or rain. Washington, 11 miles an hour with nothing. Tampa, straight out 5, nothing. Hot as usual. Mets out of 8, nothing really. Maybe a little bit, maybe a shower or two, maybe concerns. Boston game 2 is where the rain might come back, though. That's the issue. Detroit out at 11. There you go. Braves out at 8. Chicago in at 9. White Sox, Chicago. And then Twins in at 5. Houston, no worries. St. Louis out at 3. Colorado in at 9. Nothing on the weather. Nothing on the rain. For Angels out of 6 and A's out of 5. So we don't have really any, I would say, Boston game 2, Mets game, and potentially, I think those are the only 2 really ones that might be issues. So yeah, so those are the games. So yeah, there we go. Now we've had enough. So there we have our schedule. Let's go ahead and jump to the first game right now. Okay, so the first game is a doubleheader. It is Baltimore, it is Boston. You know how that works around here. I usually won't take doubleheaders, but for the first game of the doubleheader, I already said I was taking Giolito yesterday. So as long as he's still the first pitcher today, we're still going to take him. So which he should be. I don't know why he wouldn't be, but currently the spread's 130 with a 1.5 for Boston easily with a 9.5 total. Let's look at the sheet anyways. Here, look at all the yellow. It was all yellow. That is a lot of yellow. That's a lot of just average, just mid. That's what you want. That's what they want. We don't want that. We want red v green. That's what we want. So let's look over here at the actual schedule real quick just to see. Yeah, game 1 is still Povich versus. Oh wait, Povich versus Bello. Where's the second? Oh, they moved it to game 2. See, I don't like that now. I don't like that because now you're messing with the lineups because doubleheaders are weird. Some people like playing doubleheaders. Fine, that's cool. That do you. Me, because you start getting batters because you're playing 2 games now. You got batters taking rest in there. You got a lot of weird things happening. Like half of Colorado's wins have came from doubleheader days. Just think of that right there. That tells you everything you need to know. So I just no days like this where you got. And then what if like the first game the bullpen gets exhausted, second game the bullpen see too many things. This messes with the natural flow of the game on a normal day. Baseball players are creatures of habit. They do it every single day. That's why it's very streaky. So I'm gonna double pass. I was gonna take Giolito, but now that he's the second game, not a chance. I ain't touching this. No, moving on. Next. All right, next was going to be Chicago and Cincinnati. And currently, where's my line at? There it is. Chicago barely is a favorite on the road, 8.5 star total. Spreadsheet, we can see Cubs have been cooking offensively. Look at the numbers. They've been playing great. 7-3. The bats are hot. Pitching's doing pretty good because they're 7-3, 2-game winning streak. Cincy is just normal Cincy, all over the place. 5-5, very up and down like usual. So the most. Still, I'm going to say it, they're the most inconsistent team. They will be number 1 for a while. They'll be number 30 in a while. So Royals are doing the same thing too. Interesting. Let's pop over to the actual props to see what we got today. Pitchers, we want the Cubs and Reds. Thank you. We got Matthew Boyd going against Hunter Green. We got Boyd strikeouts going up against Cincy, who's 24th in strikeouts. That's a good little matchup right there, isn't it? And that's what they do. 8.96 in the season, 8.9 last 10, 8.1 at home. Yeah, that could be something. Matthew Boyd might be striking out a few of the Reds today. We'll take a look at that one for sure. He also gives up hits. Cincy, what are you in hits? 20th in hits. I'm not going to take that one. No, that's not a good matchup for us. That's not an advantage. Anything else doesn't really look good. Boyd under walks could be a play, and everything else is kind of just Hunter Green, earned runs 1.5. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at Hunter Green. Let's take a little deeper look, shall we? First off, Matthew Wood strikeouts has been great recently. San Fran, Mets, White Sox, Pitt, not bad, not bad. Not the best matchups, but not terrible. He's averaging 6.6 over the last 5 games. The line is 6. Cincinnati strikes out 8.9, which is literally 1 per inning if you round up. So as long as he pitches 6 innings, we win. So how many is he pitching? 6. As long as he does what his average is, we should be good. So let's look at the matchup, see how he does. Hunter Green overall versus the Cubs historically. There you go. We got a couple home runs for Suzuki. Suzuki likes facing Hunter Green. 462 with 2 homers, 375 for Turner. You can see the rest there. Not really good. Righties for the season. Cincy. Lefties for the season. Damn, Cincy. There's a 308 there. There's 267. There's a 412 for Hayes. But some are just 111 for Lux. Bro, that is not good. And against Matthew Boyd, no home runs, not much data. So I think the play I am going to take, I already lean Cubs on the money line just because the pitching's up and everything. I like Hunter Green. Hunter Green's one of my favorite pitchers, by far one of my favorite pitchers. But I don't know. I mean, the Cubs are hot. They're hot. They're on the road, though, so that's the only thing that concerns me. But I will take Boyd to get over 5.5 strikeouts. We will take this prop, right, Chum? Well, because of this. And then he has never had head-to-head, which is good for him. We'll take this next. All right, moving on. We got Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, and currently we got Pitt 124 with a 7 total. We look at the spreadsheet. We can see both offenses are still not doing well. They're just struggling. Pittsburgh is last in earned runs. And when they're last in earned runs, that means they're not giving any run support for their star pitchers. And usually when their star pitchers are up there, that is not going to be good for them on a win total. And who is out there today? Oh, look, it is Paul Skeens Day. It's a Skeens Day. Look at those. No props. Skeens strikeout. What are you, 6.5? It is 6.5. Yeah. He finally hit the strikeout last game. He finally hit it. But he had to go 8 innings to get it. I think, yeah, he had 9 strikeouts against Philly. He went 8 innings. Complete game, 1 earned run, loss. Because he had 0 run support. That would piss me off so much as a pitcher. That your team can't do anything to help you out. You held them to 1 run the entire game. Yeah. It's 30th in runs, 27th in average, 27 hits, 30th in RBIs. Like, come on, guys. Can you do anything? No, you can't. Sorry. So we're looking at Skeens. We're looking at Peralta. We're going to see if anything stands out. So far, under 7 looks amazing right now. So why would I not take that? Earned runs, Skeens. Yeah, he is averaging the last 5. He's averaging 1.4. So, yeah, that's what he's done. Let's look at Peralta. Witcher's earned runs looking like last 5. Last 5, you're averaging 3.2041. That comes out to a 2 average. We have a 2 at 1 point. That's a 3.4. And we know Skeens is going to go 6 or 7 innings. Hell, he might go more now. It seems like he's pitching a lot more this season. And then Peralta, let me see, how many innings are you pitching? 5.5, 6, 6.5? Not bad. Not bad. Let's look at the matchups overall. Skeens versus Milwaukee, nothing but red. There's no green. That's just hilarious. Look at the strikeout rates, too. Ooh, buddy, that's a lot of strikeouts. Let's see. There's your against righties. It ain't the best. Pittsburgh versus righties. It's a little better, but it still ain't good. And against Peralta, nothing. McCutcheon has a little success. Reynolds has a little success. Are they going to do anything today? We'll see. So it sounds crazy, but I think I'm going under 7. Can I take like a 7.5 out there, please? 7 is so low. 7 is so low. Let me get an alt total. Let's see, total. Let's see. Game lines. Let's see. Run line, double result. Oh, yeah, had to scroll for it. Got it. Found it. Let's see. 7.5 under is 146. You know what? I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. I'm going to take under 7 for the minus 110. We're going for that. Next. All right, next up, we got San Francisco and Washington. Let's look and see. We got a pick 'em with an 8 total. Okay, pretty basic. Come over here. We see both teams. Average, a little bit above average. I would say they're both doing decent. 6-4, 5-game winning streak for the Nats. Look at the Nationals doing good. Look at San Fran 5-5 as well. So Washington's playing better. They're about the same in all the stats. There's no advantage in the hitting. Washington's at home on a streak, so that's advantages for both of them. Yes, you count streaks are advantages in baseball, good and bad, advantages and disadvantages. So because there's no time to correct or break anything in practices because you don't really have practices because you're literally game, travel, game. There's no days off really. So let's go look and see what the pitchers are today. Boop, boop. Let me see over here. This is the Washington game, Nationals. It's Landon Roop Day. Oh, I got excited like this yesterday for Colorado for Marquez, and it didn't work out. He pitched a great game. Good job. I'm going to fade him the next game, too. And we're going to fade Landon Rupp probably today, too, because that's what we do. Roop gets faded around here. This side of town, yep. Oh, it's Mackenzie Gore strikeout day, too. Man, this is a pitcher's day, isn't it? Yeah, we had Skeens first. Now we got this. I already got Boyd getting strikeouts. This is a good day. Yes, it is. Let's look at the sheet again. I got to see something. Gore, San Francisco, how you striking out? 17th. You're 10.4 on the road. That's good. That's good against Mackenzie Gore. Yeah, that's good. Washington, how are you on hits? 14th, 11th in average against Lyndon Roop at 4.5. I like that too. I might have 2 plays in this game. Let's see. Landon, oh, beautiful. Look at all the green. Yes. Now 5, I know he's been hovering at 5. I guess they're like 5's good enough. Cubbies, Twins, A's. Let's see. He's never head-to-head. Damn. So yeah, we're not looking at earned runs, right? We're looking at just hits, just give up hits. You're averaging 5.9. You just need to give it 5. How hard is that? That's easy, right? You do it all the time. Gore strikeouts. You're averaging 8.4 last 10. And then averaging 7.8 last 5. So you're averaging about 8. San Fran striking out 10. You need 7. I can see that. Let's see. Any of these San Fran? They are not. But these are good ones. Like St. Louis, doesn't strike out much. Baltimore, twice. Philly, Cincy. Yeah, let's look at the history. I'm excited about this one. Let's see. Gore. Look at the strikeout rates. Look at the numbers. 66, 66, 25, 33, 50. Yes. There's a home run for Ramos, but that's about it. And a home run for Flores. That's it. Cool. Against lefty, you see how San Fran has done this season. There's some terrible ones on here. Let's go to Washington versus righties. There you go. Good numbers against Loop. Only a few at-bats, nothing really to worry about. So I'm taking 2 plays in this game. I do not care. I shall take both. I'm taking RUUPP over 4.5 hits allowed, and I'm taking Mr. Mackenzie strikeout Gore over 6.5 Ks. I'm taking both of them, and I don't care. Next. Toronto, Tampa Bay is next. And current, damn. I looked at Toronto's like batting sheet and I'm just like blown away by all the green. Oh, we'll get there in a second. Tampa 135.9 is our total. Let's look at the spreadsheet and we see Toronto has been crushing. Now they were at home and timed out. They go from nice Toronto all the way down here to hot ass Tampa. So outside, no dome. Hope you're ready. You're gonna sweat. So oh man, you see how they've been doing. They've been doing great. Tampa's been doing, they're 5-5. You see their average. Nothing truly stands out there. Let's see when we swap over to props. We take this bad boy and go boop, and go boop, and go boop right there. And load up. We got Rasmussen versus Eric Lauer. Who? Who the hell's Eric Lauer? I don't know that name. I know Rasmussen. 2.5 earned runs, 4 out of 5 games, but literally 4 out of 10 too. So I gotta look at that. Oh, that sounds hilarious. How does that work? So last 10. Yeah, he was great, except for one. Then he had like a little stretch where he gave up some runs, but he figured it out. No. Yeah, this is all this season. This last one was last season. So he's been pretty decent. Last 5, though, he's averaging 2.6, but 0 against Miami. We'll see. Any of these against Toronto? No, didn't think they were. Aaron Lauer's pitched 1 game this season. He has pitched a whopping 3 innings. He gave up 1 run, and he had 5 strikeouts. Damn. All right, Mr. Lauer. Okay. Tampa strikeouts. What are you at? 14? I ain't taking that. If it was higher, if it was in 20s, I might consider it because that's actually impressive. Other than that, let's go matchups. Rasmussen versus Toronto. We have some data. 320 at bats for Bo, 286 for Blatty, 273 for Santander. Nothing. There's a home run there, but Springer's struggling outside the home run. Nothing really stands out. Righties for Toronto. Righties for Toronto this season. There you go. Tampa versus lefties this season is not good. They are struggling. Literally 279 is your highest, and below that, the next highest is 214, maybe a 233. There's 240, well, but still, they are struggling against lefties. Eric Lauer, against them, they are not struggling against him. They have actually done pretty decent. The few at-bats he's had. So I'm tempted. I am tempted. What is this, 3.5? The smart thing is not to touch it, but he's pitching decent. Tampa struggles against lefties. We already saw the sheet for Toronto. Rasmussen had a great game last game. I got to go Toronto, right? I can get +1.5 at -165. I'm going to take plus. I'm going to take Toronto +1.5. You could take money line from +120 if you wanted to. Like you could grab this. I'm going to grab this though. I'll give me that +1.5 next. All right, moving on. Cleveland and Detroit. We currently have Detroit. Nope. Yes, Detroit is 120 at home with a 9 total. Detroit lost yesterday. They got that ass kicked by Cleveland. They you know how teams tend to be at the bottom? They kind of figured out what to do. So they got them yesterday. So Detroit's still 7-3. They're still above average on the stats. That could just be a one-off thing. We'll see how the day goes. If they lose again like that, you're going to see it's probably a trend. Start pulling like the Padres, because that's what the Padres are doing recently too. So we'll see how they're doing lately now too. So right now Detroit still has an advantage on the recency when it comes to bats. They're at home, which is another advantage. Let's look over the props. Who's pitching today? Matters a ton. Tigers, and we got Slade Ciccone versus Jackson Jobe. Nothing for Jackson, but the Ciccone has a couple green ones. We got earned runs over and over hits allowed. I do like the sound of that, especially when you see Detroit is 5th in runs and 9th in hits. Yeah, I do like that. Let's go hits first. But look at both of them though. Don't you worry. Let's see, hits allowed, the last 10. Now see, you can see the numbers. He has not pitched only but one game this season, and he pitched against Cincy, get 5 hits. So really, we need to go last 5 and ignore the first 4. So we are going to go 20-25. Make it real simple. Hits allowed 5, earned runs he gave up 3. I would trust hits. No, 2.5 earned runs is +1. Now, what is the hits? -137. See, I like that. Feels better. It feels a lot better. I can see Detroit. Detroit is 24th in triples. They're 11th in home runs. They're 7th in doubles. I can see them popping a couple doubles, getting some earned runs. Yeah, I think either they both hit or they don't hit at all. That's what I think happens. So you can pick either one. Earned runs. The good thing about earned runs is if he leaves the game with people on the bases, the bullpen gives up a run, he's still good. Hey, so I think we should take. I think I should probably go earned runs. Yeah, because what was your earned runs last beat? Let's look at last 10. Before this was the last game. Before this, he had some games where he was decent, but his average was 3.2. So his last 5 average, 3. He's pitched 1 game this season, 3. The number today, 3. So yeah, Detroit's 5th in runs. We can take this for sure. Actually, let's just do that. Let me show you the matchups for everybody, just in case you want to see them. Jobe has no history versus Cleveland. There you go. Hopefully he pitches well against righties. You see how Cleveland has done this season. Yeah, don't care. Detroit against righties, I do care. It is all red, but there's a lot of 2s in there, which is what you want to see. A lot of 290, 270, 3. It's not bad. It's just the red means they're better against lefties. And then against Slade, we have 0 for 1, nothing there. So I will take Ciccone to give up. CECCONI over 2.5 earned runs. Yeah. Hey, the season's young. You'll figure it out, buddy. I gotcha. So give me Detroit to get 3 runs off this dude, and then next. Oh, buddy, we got Dodgers and Mets up next. That's a fun little matchup. We have Dodgers 115 on the road at 9 total. Spreadsheet. We can see the Mets have not been doing good with the bats. They're 5-5. Dodgers have been doing what Dodgers do. They are slacking a little bit because they were number 1 in all the categories, but now they're slowly easing back a little bit. They're 5-5, which means their pitching has been atrocious. That's all it is. You're not batting like this over the last 10 games and going 5-5 unless your pitching is just not there for you. So let's see who is pitching today. That is going to matter a ton. So let's go over here. Boop, boop. We got Dodgers, Mets, and we see it as Griffin Canning versus Clayton Kershaw. All right, Kershaw, let's see what you've been up to, because I actually can't remember. Canning strikeouts, Dodgers are 4th in strikeouts, so not a chance for taking that. Can't do that one. So Kershaw, is your earned runs? It is earned runs. So he's only pitched in 1 game. Remember that. He's only pitched in 1. He gave up 5 earned runs to the Angels. The Angels are hot though, so you gotta be. Angels might be the hottest team in baseball right now. So they are. Like last week it was the Twins. This week is the Angels. That's how baseball works. So yeah, we're gonna go with. Let's just look at 2025. He had 5 earned runs. How many hits you give up? He gave up. Oh no, I said hits. Thank you. 5 hits, 5 earned runs. Oh, what's your earned runs? 2.5. Is that what we're sitting on against the Mets, who are 29th in runs? Not a chance. I'm taking that. Don't know who's gonna happen here. Griffin Canning versus Dodgers, 500, 429, 400, 444 for Hernandez. Ohtani 0 for 3. Righties, there's your stats there. Mets, there's your stats against lefties, and Mets against Kershaw historically. So there's just too many unknowns here. Yes, Kershaw looks terrible in 1 game. It's been 1 game. But the Mets look terrible in the last 10 games. So if you want to take that, you can. Griff Canning looks pretty decent. Going against Dodgers. Too many unknowns. We're going to pass on this one next. All right, next up, we got San Diego and the ATL. And yeah, San Diego is as bad as we thought they were lately because my goodness, they look terrible. Let's look at over this 165 for Atlanta with a 7.5. Ready for this? Brace yourselves. Padres suck. 28, 29, 30, 30, 30, 28, 29, 27, 28, 24, 25. You're fourth in triples and 11 in strikeouts. Everything else is garbage. Now you're on the road at Atlanta. You lost 6 in a row. Atlanta's lost 2 now. You can see the numbers. Let's look over at the props. Who's pitching today? Because you need Jesus on your side to win the game today right now. Because right now you can't do nothing. Oh, buddy. Let's swap games. Now, eventually, they're gonna end the streak eventually because it's the Padres. They gonna do it eventually. They're not a bad team. They're 27-21 with a 6-game losing streak. That's all good they've done. They're still 6 over 500. They're 2-8 in the last 10. If there's a team that can blow it though, it'll be Atlanta. Atlanta seems to lose the weirdest games this season, don't they? 0-8 start. They lost to Colorado randomly. Like what? Like, all right. And we got Chris Sale pitching today. Strikeouts against the Padres, who, hey, for all their shortcomings, they don't strike out still. They're still only 11th. Normally they're like top 3, but hey, 11th, the way at this seat the last 10 games have gone, they'll take it, I'm sure. Chris Sale walks, Chris Sale strikeouts. Nothing else stands out. Chris Sale hits under. Oh, that might be something. That might be a play. Hold up. I mean, I'm already leading the Braves, but yeah, he does give up some hits, but he's been last 5. He has only hit 5, 5, 5. Yeah, I'm not taking it. He gives up 5 every damn game. Look at that. Every game. He's averaging 5.9. Why would I ever take that? That is a terrible prop. Sale against Padres. Historically, we got a home run for Tatis. We got Machado. How did these dudes not hit the ball better? Look at the names on this list. That is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's baseball. It's weird. Anyways, lefties, you can see this how they're decent against lefties. Look at the numbers. They're better than most of the teams in the league this season. And then we got Atlanta, who has been, they're really good against, they prefer righties clearly. Against Nick Pivetta. Ozuna has 21 at-bats. 21 at-bats. He has 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 1.2. All right, Ozuna. Just showing off out there, ain't you? Now I got to come over here and look at I got to look at the Braves here. I got to see, like, hold up. Hold up. Let me refresh to make sure this is the best lines we got here. Hold on. There we go. I did refresh. I want the break. I gotta go find Ozuna. We gotta find Ozuna on this list. Where you at? Right there. Is everybody? Yeah. Ozuna, you gotta be. Look at these hundreds. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta's offense is crushed. There's Ozuna. 240. That's hits. I don't want damn hits. I want HR. There you are. Way down here in the 60s. Way down yonder. Olson's crushing. HR 10, 5 for 5. Olson, damn. Braves 165. That's it. Why? I ask. I need to look. Let's see. We got Atlanta versus Pivetta. They've done, the rest of the team's done well. Over 12. Harris over 12. Come on, bro. Oh man. So Chris Sale is going to have probably a lot of strikeouts, or let's hill some strikeouts. I don't see San Diego hitting the ball at all, really, unless they get hits. But I don't see them doing much with it. Read that screen. I'm thinking way too much about this. Let's just take Ozuna. I'm taking Ozuna. Come here. Where you at? Down here? Gotcha. This is the play I want. It's not of like, do I want to play? It's which play do I want to take? And I look at this and I'm like, yeah, I'll take Ozuna to do things, especially with 5 home runs and 12 RBIs. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to Ozuna. Over 1.5 HR. Absolutely. The way he's hitting against, yeah. And then I'll also take, today is a good day for a moneyline parlay, I do believe. Yes, I know. I don't do often, but I will. And I'm going to throw Atlanta in the moneyline parlay. Believe it or not, I am. So we'll see who else we add to that going forward. But those are the plays in this one. Next. All right, moving on. We got Texas and White Sox. And currently we have Texas 185 with an 8 total. Look over here. And yeah, just as bad. Texas is right up there with, I mean, they're literally right there with San Diego in this category. The White Sox are better here. We got little Sox logos. Look at them. Look at them go. They are just equally bad. That's a great start to this one. Let's see who's pitching. I'm already feeling a pass. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm feeling a pass. Jean Burke overwalked. Okay, Texas, how are you on walks? 19th? Can't take it. Oh, man. Oh man, oh man. Earned runs. Burke earned runs. Chicago earned runs under? What? What? Oh, wow, we gave it 5. Damn. I mean, it was good for 4 games, and all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, sorry, I play for the White Sox. I forgot. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. Man, look at the matchups. This is good. This is a bad matchup. Burke, no history. Righties, there you go. For the season, White Sox, righties for the season. There you go. Tyler, history, 0 for 10 for Rojas. Dude, come on now. That's not good. So yeah, nothing standing out in this one. I don't like this game. I don't like the fact that it's yeah, everything's too close. No, next. Moving on, Seattle and Houston had the under yesterday between these two teams, and Houston said, no, we're going to score runs today, and they did. So that ruined that under. Thanks, guys. 125 Houston, 8.5 our total. Let's look over here. We saw the numbers. Seattle had 2 runs. Houston had 8, I believe it was. So that did us no good. And today, same story, same situation. Would I take the under again today? Absolutely. I mean, we got to see the pitchers today. Let's see who's pitching today. It is Emerson Hancock versus Ryan Augusto. Augusto earned runs. 1.5 has been good. 3.5 hits has been good. Hancock walks has been good. Did not go over last game? Let's take a look. I think he didn't hit his walks last time. Yeah, he had 1. You bum. How dare you not be? How dare you be good? How dare you? Both teams are nothing's good on the hits and runs for either team, so I'm not even looking at this. But we will look at like their backgrounds and everything. Because so far, same like the last game, nothing's really standing out. Saying, a 9 hit, 7 hit. Damn, you're averaging 5.4. That's it. Gusto history versus Seattle. There you go. Nothing there. Righties for Seattle, righties for Houston, and Houston versus Hancock. There's your stats. Nothing there. I don't like this game. It's the same setup as last game. I don't like it. Nothing's good. I'm passing. Next. All right, next up we got KC in Minnesota. And currently we have 185 Minnesota with a 7.5. Let's look over at the actual numbers. 8-2, 4-6. Twins are still doing decent. They have lost 1. They've won 1. KC is kind of just floating around out there doing weird things. Let's look around. Let's see who is going out there today. It's Shadabi. Twins and Royals, and Pablo in his 5.5 strikeouts going up against KC, who is what in strikeouts? 1. We're not taking that. Not a chance. Number 1 team in the country, in the league in strikeouts. Pablo, good luck, buddy. You might need it for strikeouts. Other than that, there's no props. Noah Cameron, who is you? Who is you? I don't know who you is. All right, let's talk about Noah Cameron. He has pitched in 2 games this season. He's pitched a whopping 6.1 in both games. 0 earned runs, 1 earned run. All right. Okay. Tampa, St. Louis. Okay. Impressive. Strikeouts, only 3. So he's not really a strikeout dude, but he doesn't give up many earned runs. How many hits you give up? 1 in 3. Is Noah Cameron a stud that Casey just done? Like, let me unleash this beast of the league. There we go. It's only 2 games, but still 2 games better than no games. And yeah, Minnesota is top 10. Not Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota's 8th in hits, 9th in average. Nice little matchup. I don't know if I like anything. Pablo, what do we got? History. We got a few home runs. We got a lot of data. A lot of data. 385, 33. We got a bunch of. We got some 0 for 13 for Pasquatch, bro. You're 0 for 13. How is you that bad? Now you're not as bad as old Mr. Renfro was. The other history we took a couple days ago. That was a good one. He was 0 for 23. Now he's 0 for 26. But still. That's pretty bad. That's up there. I don't know if I can trust that. So against righties, this is how KC is. Minnesota versus lefties. Noah Cameron, obviously no data. So again, another one I don't like. We had so many plays in a row. Now we're getting this stretch of the desert where there's nothing. So pass, move on. All right, moving on. Arizona and St. Louis. That's a fun matchup. Let's see what we got cooking over here. We got Arizona 130 with an 8.5 total. Come over here. We see Arizona bats all top 5 roughly. St. Louis average, above average. They're good in runs, hits, and average and hits, which is kind of what we look at most. But then you see the other stats. So yeah, over potentially. Let's see who's throwing the ball there today. That matters a lot. Give me some bad pitchers. Let's go. Bad pitchers. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Zach Gallen strikeouts, earned runs. Nicholas. We got some. Gone strikeouts against St. Louis. St. Louis is 12th in strikeouts at 7.7, but they are 6.83 at home. Ooh, they are really good at home and not striking out this season compared to everywhere else. So, yeah, I don't know about that. So I don't think we're taking Ooh, let's take a look. Let's just dig. Let's look at both of them. Let's see what we got. Earned runs. How you guys been doing? You averaged 3 earned runs in your last 5 games. 3, 1, 1, 4, 6. Damn, bro. What is your earned runs in the last 5 games? Good, sir. We see it is zero point 0.8. Mikolas has been shifty out there with the pitching. 0, 0, 0, 1, and a 3 against Pittsburgh. When was the last time Pittsburgh saw 3 runs? That probably was it. My God, that's pathetic. Yeah, great pitching. Iffy pitching. Let's look at the matchups. Mikolas versus Arizona history. Suarez, 429, 2 homers and a 1.4. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bunch of zeros on there. We got a 1 for 8. Ugh. Ugh. Righties, you can see how they've done this season. St. Louis against righties. There you go. We got some good ones on here. And then we got good Zachy boy. Home run. 364 with a home run and a 1.1 for Nolan. That's it. Nothing's really, again, nothing is standing out. Nope. I lean St. Louis. They're at home. They have the way better pitcher currently, and they're a +1. I get them +1.5 or -150. Sure. I could take the money line, sure, but let me get the +1.5. I could see Mikolas keep them close the whole time, and their bats are decent. So yeah, give me STL +1.5 on that one. Next. Okay, now we're moving on to a fun one. Yankees at Rockies. Interesting. Why is it interesting? It's 275 for the Yanks. 11.5. I say interesting because when I started this video, I looked at the numbers already, kind of just glanced through everything, and I saw the Yankees were almost at 300. It's come down in the past hour. What do people know? What do they know that we don't know? I don't know. Let's see. We'll see if we figure it out. 8-2, 1-4, 1-9, lost 5. We have a couple streaks going different directions. We have top 5, top 10-ish on average on the bats. That's a Yankee lean. We have bottom 10 here. That's definitely a Yankee lean. That is at home for Colorado. Cool. Altitude is their best friend. That's about all they have right now. So let's look at the props. Who's pitching today? It's got to be somebody good versus somebody bad, right? Right. Schmidt versus Tanner Gordon. Schmidt over on walks. That's about it. Earned runs. He's not bad. Let's look at both of them. Because someone over in the Patreon thing told me, in the member side, they said there are people actually on the Rockies today. Why? Who are these people? Who are these people? Now, if they are, they know something. So we got to investigate. We got to figure this out. Earned runs. Clark, what you done recently? You're averaging 2.7. That's not bad. Last 5, you're averaging 2.6. Even better. I don't hate this. Yeah, this is an average pitcher. You have one kind of game. You have some better games. Average. Nothing wrong with that. We look over here at Mr. Tanner. Earned runs. Last 5. We can see 4.2 average. What? Okay. I don't even have a last 10. And hell, 4 of these games were last season. This is the only game from this season so far for Mr. Gordon. He has pitched 1 game. So if we go 2025, he has 1 game of 4 earned runs, 9 hits allowed with a whopping 4 strikeouts. So let's look at the matchups. Let's dig deep. Gordon versus Yankees never happened. Righties for Yankees. There you go. Colorado versus righties. There you go. It's not that impressive. And then Schmidt's history, over 2, over 2, over 2, over 3. Why would anybody be on Colorado is my question. Everything leaning to the Yankees. We have a better pitcher. We have way better bats. We have streaks that are better. We have just overall talents better. I don't know. And I'm going to find out why. I'm going to pay. Now, I want to do this. I want to go first 5. Money line, what can I get? 260. Ooh, too much. How about this? Yankee half. First 5. We've done it before. It didn't work out. Let's see if it works. I need the Yankees to be up by 1. Up by 1 at the start of the 6th inning. That's all this prop says. Minus half. Not a plus. Half. So if they're up by half, it's 180. I know. I could take 1.5 or 125. I think they're going to whoop ass, but I'm going to take the 1.5, the 180 half right here. That's what I'm going to go with. Yankees to be winning by 1 run or more. Start of the 6th inning. Simple as that. First 5 play. Next. All right, moving on. Miami and Angels. Told you the hottest team in the league. Here we go. Where are they at? 148 with an 8.5. When I say hottest, I mean hottest. 7-game winning streak. Look at them go. They're back to 500 already. Remember how bad they were for a while? We thought they were going to be down there with Pittsburgh and then the White Sox. And eventually Colorado, but nobody's Colorado's level, let's be honest. Baltimore was getting down there for a bit. Now the Angels have crawled them out of the basement, climbing back up 8-2. Good stuff. That's a good part about baseball. For now, everybody's still technically in it, except Colorado. But everybody else still has chances. Hell, Colorado could go on a 30-10 streak all of a sudden. It could happen. Not in the NL West, but it could happen. Angels offense amazing. Oh, top 5. Miami mid. Let's go look at the props. I'm leaning Angels. Show me why. It's Kikuchi Day. We're fading Sandy every game until Sandy shows us he can do something. Sandy, I like Sandy. I like Sandy a lot, but dude is not the same. I don't know what happened to him. He was such a beast a few years ago. Now he's just he needs to go. He needs to go be on the minors. I'm telling you, he don't need to be out there. So that's terrible. That's terrible, Sandy. What are you doing? Angels are first in runs at 6.8. The funny thing, that fact that 6.8 is number 1 in runs, that tells you how pitching has been owning recently, which means the unders have been crushing probably. 6 in average, 5th in hits. Man, Sandy, you went for a bad day, buddy. Unless you figure it out. But you're on the road. I don't think you're going to figure it out. Matchups, let's look. Kikuchi versus Miami. Not much data at all. Against lefties, yeah, not much. Angels against righties. There you go. And against Sandy, 250, 0 for 3. Nothing really stands out here. All we know is Sandy's bad. Last 10, last 5, 2025. This is his season so far. He's averaging 4.1 on the season. Last 5, 4.6. Dude cannot stop giving up runs. What's his hits? He don't give up that many hits. He's only 6 average, 5, 7, 6, 7, 5. Yeah. So, but his earned runs is ridiculous. So, this earned runs versus the Angels at number 1. I mean, the obvious thing is to take the over 2.5, right? Why are we even thinking this? So we're gonna go Sandy over 2.5 earned runs. I mean, that's obvious. Like, who else will we take? The number 1 team in the league right now. Yeah, we take the number 1 team for that. So give me Sandy over 2.5 next. Next up is Phillies and A's. It's just weird seeing Phillies playing the A's. I don't know why. It just doesn't look right. Weird to me. Anyways, we got Phillies 180 on the road. 9.5 is our 2. Look at the sheets. There you go. Phillies also, okay, Phillies might be tied for the hottest team in the league. I didn't know they were also 8-2 with a 7-game winning streak. Now I do. So they're tied for the hottest team with the Angels. Offense looks even better than the Angels, but they're still, yeah. You're not facing Sandy, though. You're not. Yeah, they have a little bit of a tougher test today, I'm sure. Who are they facing? They are facing... Oh, we don't know who they're facing because Wheeler's going out there for Philadelphia. Who are they facing? Oh, they're facing Springs, unless ESPN is just not telling me. Let's take a look. Let's dig deeper. Let's go to the matchups. Straight to the matchups. We'll figure this out in a minute. I know strikeouts are on there, but it is Springs. Yeah, Springs. So Springs has no props for some reason. I don't know what they're trying to hide from us, but it's something. So there's your stats for that. And then we got lefties, Philly against lefties. There you go. We go A's against righties. There you go. And then A's against Wheeler. He's been pretty good. There are a couple home runs, but other than that, pretty good stuff. So, strikeouts was your main thing. Yeah, you look amazing at strikeouts. Only thing I see is A's are 5th in strikeouts. So I really don't want to mess with that. So, I don't. And Springs pitched such a good game last time. I can't. No, I'm not going to touch this game. We're going to pass on this one and then actually now we're going to focus on the actual moneyline parlay because we're going to pass on this one. So I said there's a parlay going. I got the Braves in it. We need to add some more teams to it. That's what we need to do. So let's go back and start at the top. And all right, Boston, Baltimore. I'm not touching this one. That's the doubleheader I told you. Cincy and the Cubs. I lean Chicago, but yeah, I can put Chicago in here. Let's do that. I already got the strikeout prop. I like that. We can move with that. Since he could ruin it, who knows? Not touching Pittsburgh, Milwaukee at all with a 10-foot pole, except for the you know about the total already. Washington, San Fran. I mean, Washington's cooking, but that's just a close matchup, and nothing's really standing. I mean, it is Gore pitching too against Rupert, and I'm basically fading Landon and keeping Gore. We're not fading, backing Gore. So yeah, I think we should just add Washington to it, right? Sounds like a winner to me. I'm gonna add Washington. We want one more. I want 4 teams in here. I want to go more than 4. Tampa, Toronto. I have Toronto plus 1.5. They are dogs, so it's a little concerning. And they've been at home. This is their first game. They're going from Toronto to Tampa. That is a big change in the climate. It is humid here already, so I don't know how. I need to see how they do for one game. So I'm gonna leave them off. That might be a safe bet. Detroit, after yesterday, I can't touch this against Cleveland, not a chance. Mets and Dodgers. I mean, I lean the Dodgers, but I mean it's Kershaw. We don't know how he's going to pitch. So let's see. It's Kershaw, right? Make sure I said the right name because I will say the wrong one occasionally. Let me make sure I was right. Yeah, it's Kershaw. We don't know. He's only pitched like. Let me see a few more games with Kershaw first. Is he really Kershaw or is he like washed? You know, Atlanta versus San Diego. Already got Atlanta in it easily. Atlanta, please don't ruin this, please. If there's a team that ruined it, it'd be Atlanta. White Sox, Texas was a hard pass. Can't do that. Seattle, Houston, samesies. Minnesota, Casey, samesies. St. Louis, Arizona. I do have St. Louis plus 1.5. And if I'm going to take another team, it might be St. Louis. Hold up. We got Colorado, Yankees. I got Yankees first 5. Am I going to put the Yankees in a moneyline parlay? And St. Louis? I'll put the Yankees in it. I'm not going to put St. Louis in it. I'm going to, man, this is the volatile moneyline parlay. This is nasty. This is the Cubs on the road. Atlanta versus anybody is just scary. Washington Nationals, really? And then New York. And then, I skipped the Angels and Philly. I'm like, why? Maybe I should, you know what? Let's take the Yankees off. I forgot I got Philly. But Philly's, Springs push so good. But, man, don't forget, the Angels are cooking. The Phillies are cooking. Oh man, I need to add both of them. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? I'm that crazy today. It's Friday. Let's have some fun. I'm going 6 teams. It's only, it's 1 unit. It's not even just a percent. So it's a big one. It's a 6-game moneyline parlay. Clap it up. Let's have fun. So there we go. Now we're done. Now we can move on. All right. Tomorrow, Saturday, you can see we have our slate of games here. I'll be back tomorrow. Drop a like, subscribe. If you want the plays typed out a nice list so you can see it, or if you just want access to the spreadsheet so your own research for all the sports, HQ. Check it out. So other than that, let me know in the comments what you're playing, and I will see you tomorrow, Saturday, for some more MLB. Peace.